Good morning, I'm Jennifer with ASA Electronics, and I'm here to introduce you to the brand new system that is going into the new Dynamax product. I'm going to be going over the Jensen JWM6A and the Jensen JTV2815DC television. This is a full Jensen system designed specifically for the RV market, and I'm going to go over some of the feature set. First and foremost, this is our brand new wall mount DVD player, and some of the top features are that it has AM, FM radio, DVD, but it also has 3 speaker zones so that you have a separate set of speaker controls for the living room, the bedroom, and the outside. Additionally, this brand new stereo has HDMI output, which is going to give you a better picture on your television and give you all digital connectivity between the DVD player and the television. When a Jensen television is paired with a Jensen DVD player over an HDMI cable, a handshake of communication occurs, JCOM. What does that mean for you? Well, it means that the system operates a whole lot easier and that we can take away some of the intimidation factor and setup involvement in order to play a DVD. I'll go ahead and demonstrate. You can tell that the entire system is powered off right now. So in this state, I can walk up to the system with my DVD and load it into the slot. Once the DVD player knows that it's receiving a DVD, it's going to go ahead and power on, and it's going to go ahead and select the HDMI output. As that's happening, it's sending a signal to the television that says, hey, there's a DVD ready to play, and it's going to go ahead and power up the television, and then it's going to go ahead and select HDMI input. That happens all automatically over this communication. In addition to the JCOM functionality, we also have audio return channel. What does that mean? Well, if you like to watch over-the-air television like channel 8, 16, 22, whatever your local over-the-air television stations are, you're going to receive that signal to the television, and then the HDMI connection is going to go ahead and carry that audio back to the stereo. This means that you're going to be able to listen to the over-the-air television audio through your surround sound speakers or the bedroom or the exterior. So that's a little bit about the HDMI connection. Additional feature set on this system include a front USB. This stereo is first in the market in that it is a full Apple compatible front USB. So it will charge an iPod or an iPhone. It won't charge an iPad as they require a little bit too much current draw. Additionally, you can play your MP3 files from your iPhone or iPod through the system via the front USB. If you have an older style MP3 device, there's still a front aux input for you to use as well. On the stereo, you have 18 FM presets and 12 AM for all of your favorite stations. There's also an alarm clock and a sleep timer, so if you like to have the stereo shut off automatically as you're going to bed or wake you up in the morning, that compatibility is there as well. If you want to be able to select the various modes, you're going to cycle through your various modes to access the aux inputs, coaxial input, optical, HDMI ARC, FM or AM. So there's all kinds of different connections for expandability of the system as well. One of the things that we've done with this particular model is we've added app control. Search for Jensen J Control and download our free app. Once you have the app loaded onto your smart device, you can pair up via Bluetooth, and then you'll have complete control of the stereo from your smart device.
So to pair the JWM6A to your portable device, turn the device on. This is already in Bluetooth mode. If it's not in Bluetooth mode yet, you just hit this mode display button to cycle through the different modes. Just make sure it's in Bluetooth mode. Right there. And then you just hold down enter search. And then it'll give it a 120-second countdown. It'll pop up on your iPad or your phone, say JWM6A, you select that, and you're connected. If there's ever a code, anything Jensen, it's 4 zeros to get you through. So mode display until it's Bluetooth, hold down enter search button, and that's it.
What this means for you is you're able to sit on the exterior of the coach or in a bedroom and control all of your music, radio stations, or DVD from your smart device. So I can select the various functions of the stereo here on the app. I can select the different radio stations from here. Or I could go back to my DVD movie and restart that. Pause, play, advance. I have the capability to increase the volume or reduce the volume. If I need to adjust the settings.
So when you hit DVD on the app, it goes back then to it automatically talks to the TV and then switches that back to DVD as well?
Correct.
It won't talk to the TV, it talks to this that talks to that.
That talks to that, yeah.
Correct.
Sure,
Yep.
the app is telling the DVD player, hey, all right, DVD mode, and via that HDMI connection, once you engage the DVD, it's going to go ahead and send a signal to the television to flop back to that input.
Okay.
So that is a feature of the JCOM functionality initiated by the selection on the app.
Another thing it does too is, let's say you're listening to your Bluetooth music and you're streaming that, it'll also trigger the app as well, that if you put that DVD in, go through the whole system, it'll automatically switch your app control to take over the DVD player too.
Yeah.
So you don't have to find where the DVD menu option is on your app. It'll just automatically go there for
Gotcha. So that becomes, if you lose the remote control, you never lose the remote control.
No, because you got your iPad, you got your phone, you got your Droid device, you got that. The other thing is about, I hope you don't mind, is we have the remote control too. For people who don't have 5 different smart devices, we still have the TV remote that also operates the DVD player as well.
Right.
But if you're in a closed cabinet or whatever it may be, you don't need, at this point, you're Bluetooth connected.
Exactly.
So you don't need the IR repeater or anything like that. That can be enclosed in a cabinet. Okay.
Correct,
Yeah.
absolutely. If this were enclosed in a cabinet, or if you were on the exterior of the coach, or if you were in a back bedroom, you would still have all the control since you're connected Bluetooth, and you don't need to point a remote control at any of the devices. And as Jim pointed out too, the remote controls that ships with the television will also operate the DVD player. The separate remote also comes with the DVD player, but with them paired up, your best option is to use the app or to use the television remote control if someone doesn't have a smart device. Going back to the app, within the settings, you do have the ability to control your EQ and also adjust A, B, or C speaker control. If you're running into any problems or you need assistance, the information page is going to give you some information about the app. If you need to access the owner's manual, it's available right here from the information page. And if you're still having problems, our toll-free number and our email address are located here on info. Some other key things with the system, and we try and make it easy for everyone to use. We do provide some point of purchase information for your dealers to include to help call out some of the feature sets to help communicate the benefits of the system. And then in the box with every unit that ships, we do include a quick reference guide. These are also available on our website just in the event it doesn't happen to make it into the coach. This is going to be able to get you up and running with the system without having to read the owner's manual. But that's another resource for your customers and the consumers to be able to use and access. Moving over to the television, I want to point out some of the features here. This is a native 12-volt television. What does that mean for the consumer? It means that you're going to be able to use this television while the coach is going down the road without having to run a generator or put it on an inverter. Native 12-volt televisions are going to be and use electricity a little bit more efficiently than their AC counterparts or an inverter would use. You can see that this is a metal cabinet, as this was designed for the mobile market. It's designed to handle up to 2 Gs of vibration continuously for 24 hours. Jensen in the specialty market is the only brand of televisions that can boast that. It's a completely reinforced back and all steel frame and chassis. Other key features of the television, you've got all of your controls up front. So if you do lose the remote and you do lose your smart device, you can still access power, volume. It's nice too because they don't get closed in a cabinet if you opt to build this in, if it's really set into an overhead or a cabinet compartment. The television also boasts front-firing speakers. Most mainstream televisions not built for the mobile market are going to have speakers that face down or face to the rear. By positioning forward, again, we can build it real nice into a cabinet and still be able to hear the system.
Question, and I saw this, but maybe is the Bluetooth controls for iPod control, like if you're going to play music, does it play on this screen as well? Like you can see album covers, things like that?
No, Bluetooth is only audio. While we can stream metadata over Bluetooth to a stereo, we can't.
Yeah, you can see on the stereo it's showing that.
Yeah, we don't have the capabilities to stream that metadata. You're not going to get album art here on the screen.
Does that show on the iPad though? Any of that data?
It shows up here on the iPad screen.
So a song and an album. So what if I want to pick another song or I want to do a playlist? Where does that show?
Okay, so this is still, right now this is Pandora. It's streaming Pandora through the Bluetooth portion of this. So Pandora is running in the background on this. So, I mean, if you go to your Pandora app, obviously all your album art and everything will be over there and you can still control it. The other thing you can do as far as being able to control your device, it's two-way Bluetooth. So the cool thing about that is, let's say you have your iPad or your phone or something back in the bedroom, you're listening to music and you get sick of the song that's on, you can advance your Pandora track right here on the stereo too. So you don't have to, or to the commercial there.
Pandora commercial.
So yeah, so it's two-way Bluetooth. So now this just updated your iPad to go to the next song. So it's vice versa on there. So
but to your question, you would need to return to the particular app or location of the music on the smart device in order to make a change. So if you're listening to a playlist in your iTunes and you want to change the playlist, you would need to go back to iTunes.
If I want to advance the song, you can do it in
advance a song there. Yeah. If you want to go from hard rock to hip hop, then you got to go in there on all that stuff. So.
What's your Bluetooth range? How far away can you be from the system?
It'll operate. Technically, the Bluetooth spec for this is 30 feet, but that's the spec. So, meaning it's going to depend on what's in between you.
And you've seen out at the show. Jared and I were playing around with this thing out at the show, and I mean, I went far enough away to where I couldn't even hear the music anymore, and it was still streaming to it there.
It's probably 20, 30 yards.
Yeah.
If you've got straight line of sight and nothing in between you, I mean, we've had it work up to like 100 feet away. If you've got a big metal building between you and the stereo and all other kinds of RF, it might not work as well.